Hello, welcome to Cottage Grove Place.
Hello.
This is our second presentation that we'll be giving through Facebook Live. And before we get started, I would like to introduce who we have on today. My name is Brian Kramer. I've been with Cottage Grove for a little over 3 years now. Sitting next to me here is Tiki Johnson, who has been with Cottage Grove as a life care consultant for over a year now. And Vicki Weave, who is also a life care consultant, has been with Cottage Grove for 6 years. Today, we are going to talk about what is your plan? And we want to make this very interactive with whoever's joining us today. So as we're going through this, speaking, please go ahead and throw out some questions if you have them. We want to make this as interactive as possible. And hopefully you can take away some of this information and it'll help you through future retirement and where to live and such. So like I had said, the topic that we're going to be discussing today is what is your plan? And having a plan includes where you might live throughout retirement. That could change, as your health changes. So we're going to kind of go through some of the different options of retirement living in the Cedar Rapids Marion area and what's available to you. I'm going to first start by talking about, actually there's 3 different options. The first option is staying in your home. And we're seeing by visiting with a lot of people that staying in their home is probably their number one choice. Number 2 is moving to a community, whether it's Cottage Grove or any other communities that are in this area. The third option, and this one gets a lot of laughs when we discuss it, but the third option is moving in with your kids. So a lot of people chuckle at that. It's just not something that a lot of that happens anymore, I guess you'd say, compared to back in the day. But it is an option, and we will discuss a little bit about all 3 of them. I'm going to discuss a little bit about staying in your home.
Yeah, we did have a couple questions before Facebook Live started by email. And one of them was, if I'm planning on staying in my home, what are the pros and cons from it?
Yeah, so there are pros and cons to staying in your home. And I do have a list of them here that I'll kind of go through. Now, the reasons that people bring up to us that they want to stay in their home is that it's very comfortable. A lot of people have been in their home for several years. They have a lot of emotional connection to their home. They think that it's less expensive, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Another big one is just that avoidance. They're avoiding the hassle to move. Moving is a pretty big chore. A lot of people don't know where to start, but there's a lot of resources out there to help with that, whether it's moving coordinators. They're able to walk you through that and get you started in the right direction. And then the last one is a lot of people think that staying in their home, they will maintain their independence compared to moving to a retirement community. Tiki will discuss that a little bit later when we talk about retirement communities, but those are some of the pros that I see. And then some of the cons to living in your home have to do with home maintenance. If your health changes, mobility changes, now you have to go out and hire somebody to do the home maintenance, have them come in, whether it's a roof or snow blowing or the lawn, those types of things. Also, a big one is risk of loneliness, especially during times like these where it's been difficult for people to get out of their homes and actually associate with other people, see other people. So loneliness is a very big thing. Maintaining a purpose, continuing with good dietary habits. Some of the other delays are delaying a move. And then a big one that I see a lot is if it's a couple, the separation of couples. if one of them needs a higher level of care or more services, and one has to move and the other stays in the home, it's just not an ideal, situation for most couples. They want to be together, and I think, going back to the pros of a retirement community, that's where that kind of plays in. Do you ever?
We do. We had a client email us and say that their plan was just to house someone and have them come in a few hours a day and take care of them. What can you tell me about that?
Yes. Now that's an option at home. Having somebody come in if you need a couple extra services, that would be more towards your home health. And what I would suggest, if this is part of your plan and living in your home as long as possible, I would get out and I would maybe take a look at some of those home health agencies and see what they offer, see which ones you like, because they will have to come into your home for as many hours as you need to help out with the services and stuff like that are needed. Look at the cost and just ask around. And then you can also have a family member come in and help out in the home. That does take a large toll, it can, on family members. If they're having to leave work and whatnot, and they're not being paid for those services. So please do look into that. Talk to your families about what you're wanting as far as planning goes as you go through retirement age. But yeah, those are some of the things that I would look into.
So let's check and see if we have any. We don't have any questions coming up yet, but let's talk about home modifications. You had mentioned that. What do I really need to think about with respect to home modifications?
Yeah, there's a lot that kind of goes into the home modifications, because if your health does change, and let's just say it's mobility, if your washer and dryer is down in the basement and you can't get to it anymore, what does that look like? Is that something where you have to make a modification to bring it up to the same level that you're living on? What do the stairs in the front of your house look like? Does it need to be more where a wheelchair can get through there? Is your bedroom upstairs where you cannot get to your bedroom and it needs to be moved to the first floor? All things to just remember when planning this. If you're planning on staying in your home, there may have to be the home modifications that need to be done to your home for it to be livable. Yeah.
So one person emailed us and said they were going to wait until their health demanded that they move. Is there a cost to waiting?
I would say there can be, but if you're planning on waiting until there is a health crisis of some sort, you would want to just make sure, when we tell people, if you're waiting for that time, you won't be needing independent living at that time. So you'd be looking at other communities, probably that offer assisted living. You'd be looking for some home health if you needed it at your home. But you know what? It can cost quite a bit of money as far as going straight to an assisted living community. Any community at all, going from your home, the cost can be very, very high. But you also have the cost that you have to put in your home to make that livable. So it's kind of a give and take. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to share, Ryan?
No, the last thing I'll probably talk about is, people are living a lot longer now. Averages are now up in the 80s as far as how long we're living. Medicine's better. I think planning earlier on in retirement and having the conversations with your families about, this is kind of what I want to do. And then having that discussion earlier than later. We could run into a lot of times where people do wait too long, and then they can't make the decisions themselves. So the families have to step in and try to make those decisions, not knowing a lot about what's going on in the community, what's open, what's available, that type of thing. So because of that, start planning early. If you need help planning, feel free to reach out to any one of us. That's what we kind of do here at Cottage Grove. We want to make sure you have a plan in place, so when that time comes and you want to make a move, all your check boxes are checked. So, yeah, that's about it. Yep. Now, after discussing the one option of living in your home, Tiki is going to talk to you about the different types of communities that are offered in our area, and a little bit about how we work. So go ahead, Tiki.
Thank you. So we're going to group the communities into two basic types, main different types of communities to consider. The first one are communities that do not have all levels of care. These would basically be independent living rental communities or assisted living rental communities. And we have quite a few here in town. They offer month-to-month rent, and you would have to move to another community if you needed an additional level of care. Then you have the next community that offers a full continuum of care. So while you age, you can go from independent living into assisted living and then into the health center community. Now, that is called a continuing care retirement community. In a continuing care retirement community, we have 3 of those here in Cedar Rapids. And we are a continuing care retirement community, Cottage Grove is, but we're also a life care community. So as a life care community, we offer all levels of care, but we also provide a discount financially when thinking about the future. So, but regardless of what type of community you're considering, the most important thing that Brian said was make a plan, have a plan in place. And so as you're considering this plan, the things that you want to think about is what is most important to you. And not just you, but you and your husband, but if it's you, what's most important to me? Do I want a community where I have all levels of care? Do I want to have to move from the community I chose originally when I need an additional level of care? What is the resident and staff interaction like? Are the staff, engaging with the residents on a daily basis? Do the residents enjoy being there? Right? The caregiver experience and training. What level and how long have they been in business? Those are things to ask. And then, of course, location and other amenities too.
So what would you say, maybe a brief, if somebody's going to a community or now doing something virtual, because that's how kind of we're all working right now. But what should somebody be doing right now? What should they be doing right now as far as planning when they're just starting?
So as part of your planning now, it's time to do some research. You want to look at and do research of all the different senior communities that basically respond to the needs that you have identified, when you ask those questions. So how do I do research? Well, I can get on the website. I can take a look at, their amenities. I can also take a look at any comments on the website. I can also contact them and possibly do a virtual appointment or even do a virtual tour. As well as I can talk to people who are within the community and ask them, if a community does not want you to talk to the residents, there's a problem. That's a red flag. You want to be able to talk to the people that currently live there. So that's important to think about too.
And I'll add that part of that plan, that's something that you can make it fun.
Yeah.
Visit several communities. See if even that type of living is what you expected. If that's something that you can do. I think you can really get out there, check out a lot of communities. Probably have free lunch. Everybody loves free lunch. I know I do. You know, that's what happens when we come in here. You got to taste the food, you got to meet the people, you got to see what's basically what's laid out on the plate as far as amenities and all that good stuff. So I'd say go out, have fun with it, meet a lot of people, and enjoy food.
Very true. And it's important to see too, are they involved in the community as well? And whether or not, ask them for testimonials, resident testimonials. Because again, if they don't have any resident testimonials, then it's probably another red flag that that's not a community that you're going to feel comfortable in.
I had another email that came through was TQ will say, what are the top advantages, would you say, of living in a continuing care retirement community?
So I would say there's 2 or 3 really top advantages. The first is security and peace of mind. You're secure in the knowledge, that you know where you're going to go as you age, no matter what level of care that you need. Okay? Peace of mind because now you don't have to burden your family. Okay? Don't wait for that health crisis because then you're putting your family in a position to make decisions at the spur of the moment and what's ever available to you. So it's, that gives you peace of mind. So I know where I'm going to live, and if something happens to me physically or something affects my mobility, I know that I'm going to be taken care of. So that gives me, that security. And I have qualified help when I need it, and that's important. Because not every place that's out there has qualified help. Okay? I'm able to keep my independence. Remember that you mentioned that one of the things that people think about is they're going to lose their independence. That is so not true because when you're living in independent living, in an apartment, you choose when you want to eat. You choose when you want to do something. You just have so many choices available to you that you become even more independent.
Yeah, I think I say this a lot to the people I talk to is that by moving to a community, you're actually gaining more independence than what you do when you live in your home because now you're not having to worry about the snow shoveling, the mowing the lawn. I'm not having to worry about if my roof needs replaced or if someone needs to clean my windows or my gutters. Communities take care of all that for you. So you have all the time that you need to focus on and do the things that you truly enjoy doing. And then finding new things to do.
Right, and what if you break your leg and you need to go to the doctor, for a checkup appointment or follow-up appointment? And you know how difficult it is to find your daughter or a friend or somebody to take you to the doctors. Well, here we have a shuttle service that will do that for you.
I also on that is we don't want anybody to break their leg. Okay, that'd be bad. But if you did had maybe some like pneumonia or the flu or something like that over the winter, and you went to the hospital and you did just a little bit of some services to get you back on your feet. You can stay right in your own community and do those rehab services and still continue to stay with your friends and whatnot. So I would say that would be a pretty big one too.
That is, and social interaction versus that social isolation that a lot of seniors feel, especially right now with the COVID-19 and us being under quarantine. For those people that are living by themselves, social isolation is very, very real.
Yeah.
Here in a community like ours, the social interaction and life enrichment is something that we pride ourselves on. But I think one of the biggest advantages, that we didn't talk about yet, is that it's a gift to your children. We hear a lot about how I don't want to burden my children. And then we also hear, I want to leave a little something for my children, okay, as an inheritance. Well, I can personally tell you that this is the best gift that you can give your daughter-in-law, your son, or your son-in-law, because it is just truly emotionally heart-wrenching if you have to make a decision for your mom or your dad in an emergency situation. Because a lot of times they don't have any plans in place and you don't know what they want.
Yeah.
And not only not knowing what they want, but maybe what they want isn't available.
I think that's the key is, we don't know what's available out there if something happens right away. So I think part of the plan is to find a few communities that you do like, talk about those with your families. That way, if that time were to come, your family knows they want to go to these three places. If the first place is full, you can move right into the next place to see, because that's what we're coming to is availability as far as in long-term care. You want to be somewhere if you need that service that you have availability. You're not just being put somewhere where you don't want to be. So, yep.
So there's many more advantages that we'll discuss in future Facebook Live events, but those are your options with respect to senior communities. We're pleased to answer any questions that you may have. Let us help you. Let us help guide you through asking the questions you need answers to in order to make an informed decision. This is what we do, and we love it. You're not alone. We're here to help in any way we can.
And I do want to add one more thing to it. I've heard a quote before saying, you can have all the money in the world, you can have long-term care insurance, you can have all the money in order, but when the time comes that you need health care, who's going to take care of it? Where are you going to go? Because the money will not buy that availability. You have to wait in line just like everybody else. So I think it's very important as part of your planning is to go through and say, what do we want? What makes sense for me? If I'm going to wait, still have that plan put in place. Pick out some places. Get on a couple wait lists. Most wait lists that you get on, they actually return your funds anyway if you don't come to the community. So it does not hurt to put a big plan in place, no matter if you're waiting 5 years, 10 years, or if you're a year out. So, and like Tiki said, we would love to be a part of your plan. We know that not everybody will show up and come to Cottage Grove. We would love that, but it's not going to happen probably. But it doesn't mean we can't still help the people in our community find their path and find their way. So we would love to be a part of that. Give us a call anytime, ask questions. Questions don't hurt anybody. So we want to thank you again for joining us. This was our second Facebook Live video we've done. We are going to continue them because we enjoy doing them. They've been pretty fun so far, and we're learning as we go. I want to thank you all for attending. And next week's topic that we're going to discuss, the three words that we hear 99% of the time are, "I'm not ready yet." So we'll come up with some content about that. If you would like, right now, like I mentioned earlier, virtual appointments, virtual tours are kind of how we're working right now. So if you'd like to get on the website, www.cottagegroveplace.com, there's an information bulletin you can put in there. It comes right to us. We can answer that, or give us a phone call with the phone number that's listed on the website.
And keep putting those questions down. We will get to them, even if it's not during the Facebook Live.
Yeah. Other than that, hope you have a great week. We look forward to seeing you next week. And feel free to bring your questions about anything. So thank you, and have a great rest of your afternoon.
Bye.